Are we live? I hope we're live. It's been
Sure.
Special
uh,
thanks to Witcha Hart, who's not even fucking here.
yeah, she's been busy, rushed off her feet lately, and yeah, it's been
But what do Judy and I get? We don't get shit.
well. Interestingly, that people say that's my new opening. It's not. It's actually the original one. It's just we haven't used it for so long that
Oh,
it
wow.
hasn't been around. Yeah.
Took a little while to get started up. Maybe you should drive that every once in a while.
Well, you know what? Fine then, but I'm not bloody doing it again. I'm not. I pushed that button. I don't know how many times, and they're like, "Oh, the traffic is unexpectedly high. We're creating new resources to deal with it." I'm like, "What? You're magicking bloody server space out of thin air?" It's like, how the hell do you manage to do that?
Well, you are a ferner.
Burner?
God,
Ferner. Elon's, watching out for ferners using American resources, government efficiency and all.
Well, I wish they'd make it more bloody efficient. Right now, it's $50 a month.
Hey,
Hey, Hank.
hey.
Hey, social.
And there's Lisa questioning my morals again. I mean, always and forever.
We are working on it. We have a pathway back to morality with Judy, and it is slow going. She is stumbling. She is stumbling a bit, but
I'm a sucker for redemption curve. I am. I mean,
patience, everyone. Patient, everyone.
I said this to somebody the other day. It's like morals are the standard by which we ourselves are judged, not the standard to which we hold others. So, and there's been this whole argument about morals and things like that in another community at the moment, and there's a lot of people that misunderstand that. You don't attack people with your own morals. Okay, that's not how the world works.
That's what I found fascinating was that, some people have a distinct line in the sand, thou shalt not cross. I'm like, that's great for you. I'm happy for you that your life is that clear. Not everyone's is. And then it's like, oh, so murdering someone is fine. Well, okay, let's walk down that thought path. If someone is attacking my family, they may be ended by me. So yeah, that's a case where, it in my book, it might be okay. So yeah, it's so it's childish to look at the world so black and white like that, in my opinion.
And that question is where the Hitler line comes in. So you're telling me it wouldn't be moral to murder Hitler given the chance to prevent World War II?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. That wouldn't be the moral decision.
Now, the moral decision would definitely be that NCR sends me those tickets, the tickets to Whitesnake. He can keep the Jim Beam, but I'll take the tickets to Whitesnake, though.
I'm Judy. I know how you can get him to give you the tickets to Whitesnake.
Well,
yeah.
Speaking of
can dance on the hood of his car.
I would crush the poor car.
Speaking of morals, I like what Voltaire has to say about morals. I have no morals, yet I'm a very moral person.
How about that?
When I sobered up, there's this old guy, and he used to be full of one-liners and funny sayings and things like that. But one of the things he used to say is, you want to talk about morals? A murderer has morals. They're not the same as yours, but he has them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay.
oh my God, I don't think I would either. Knowing my luck, I would go back in a DeLorean, and I would do the deed, and then I would come back, and bloody Biff Tannen would be in charge of everything or something. I would screw something up along the line.
It is, I mean, those are always fascinating thought experiments. Thank goodness I don't believe time travel, at least to the past, exists because we would
It
have
doesn't.
seen something by now. But
It doesn't. It's not how time. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not how time works. But anyway, that's a whole other physics lecture. But
A cat falls into a pool and a rooster laughs. What's the moral of the story? A wet pussy makes it feel good.
I mean,
I thought my jokes are bad. Megan!
Partial
Megan
was
is
timed
here.
out.
Megan, I don't know who that is, but Megan, I'm excited.
I know who Megan is. Hello, Megan. How are you, dear?
Hello, darling.
In fact, while we're at it, let's in celebration of having Megan here. Yeah, Megan, we were just speaking about morals. So I haven't gone into the situation that we found ourselves in this other community, but yeah, me and Megan like to cause trouble.
Okay, Megan has no morals because she moved to Canada and gave up the crown.
Okay, I've got to open up a live stream again. All right, hang on. Sorry, I just hear myself laugh. Right. There we go. Let's make Megan blue as well. There we go. I can't make anybody green on here, so I just make them blue instead.
I'm very sad too.
I make loads of people green everywhere else, but yeah. So.
Green with envy.
Green with money.
Oh.
That's a bloody fortune.
Oh.
Kinky.
How come I don't? Judy, do you get? I don't get paid. Do you get paid?
No, of course I don't. Why would you? Of course not.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Right, let's get Parsons too. There we go. Right.
Nice.
You're still,
Alan,
yeah. See, you're still getting paid by Alan for defending him.
Hey, listen, my
He's got to work for a
imaginary
long
law
time
practice.
to work that off.
My imaginary law practice does not come cheap. Let me tell you. Yeah. NCR. Good luck getting paid for the. Good luck.
Yeah, no, you're never getting paid for that. But it doesn't matter.
He's still filing complaints with the inspectors because apparently it wasn't done to code. I don't know.
Well, they've been fired now that there's a new administration, so you don't have to worry about it. All the inspectors have been fired.
Moist down the middle. Actually, where's Cicero tonight? She's normally getting moist about this time of night. So.
Raven.
Long time.
Hey, Raven. Okay, I get excited about Raven because I know Raven. Yay, Raven's here.
Well, Megan, if you think that my voice, my
voice
is posh,
makes you moist.
Shuggy's on the show, and you can't understand a bloody word he says, but
there, I sound like Shuggy.
I generally will translate for Shuggy. So.
MC, I was going to repo your green room there, Mark.
Oh, and if Megan wants to know where I get all my dad jokes from, this is where.
Lemon Tart is
a lot of puns.
Lemon Tart is a font that never ends. With
Lemon Tart,
jokes.
Lemon Tart is the king of dad jokes because Lemon Tart is a gay man. I don't know if you knew that.
Absolutely, yeah. Becca's actually pretty good at translating for Shuggy. And still, nobody understands what the hell Alan says because he's Scottish. But
wait, I want to see the special sign that Cicero made for Shuggy. I don't think I've seen that.
There's a sign. I've missed.
That's what Maggie says.
It says, "Daddy, spank me."
It's probably got something to do with hooks.
That's you.
Oh yeah. don't even get me started on hooks. It's like I don't do fishing. I've never been fishing. Well, actually, no, I have been fishing once. I caught a tree branch, and I was quite proud of myself. Yeah.
What
yeah.
we used to we would
Chucky does
catch
something everybody
seaweed
else
all the time. I would catch seaweed all the time, or like lake weed, whatever that's called. And we had a name for it growing up. Can't remember it now, darn it. But yeah, I would catch everything but fish growing up.
Yeah, I only did it once. Yeah, no, there's a reason it was only once.
Mrs. Tom, no one knows what's going on. No one knows.
Wait, what's going on?
It was Mrs. Tom said, what's happening here? No one knows. No one knows.
I have no idea. I just got bored and decided to go live. I was like,
I mean, Mark gets bored, look out.
I mean, I wasn't doing anything else tonight. I got to drive all day tomorrow, so I'm just like, I got to get an early night, so I'm not about doing any of my normal stuff. So I'm like, so I'll go live. I haven't been live in it. Wait, how long? It's got to be.
Oh, it's been a little while, huh?
Yeah, it's been at least 2 months. That's because you buggers keep letting me down all the time. I'm like, who wants to go live? And you're like, yeah, I'm streaming with Jim, or I'm doing something else, or I've got to do like important things like sleep. I'm like, who the hell sleeps? It's 21st century. I mean, come on.
I know. I should just take a pill for that, and I should be fine. Yeah, Prodigy's been pretty busy, and it's like we keep talking about college and her moving out of the house and everything. I'm like, I don't have much time left with her in the same house. So yeah, that's definitely, I'm putting priority on that.
Wait, are you putting priority on getting her out of the house, or
spending time with her while she's still here? I know. And then, well,
you can do it. I'll literally send you a link right now. There she is. Cicero, okay. I got a message from you from who the hell was it? Somebody gave me a message for you.
Cicero, I'm looking at your sign that you made for Shuggy, and I think it's hilarious.
Are you nice and moist right now, Cicero?
Oh my!
Does this make me moist? Does it? Are you moist? Are you getting moister? Are you moist?
Moist, wet, pussy. Moist.
Very, very moist.
Moist. We were talking about the cat earlier.
I'm gonna get. I know I shouldn't say I'm gonna get screwed, but I'm gonna get roasted for that later on.
You're gonna get demonetized.
Stop.
I think Becca's correct. I think Alanise is now fully awake.
Oh, I think she meant erect. That was a misspell.
Oh my God, Lemon! No. I don't have the appropriate appendages for that. Yes. In fact, Megan and myself always behave in certain side chats. We behave appallingly, but we still behave. It's a type of behavior. It still counts. It works. It's all good.
And what side chats would those be, Mark?
Beardos mostly.
There you go.
Or beard hose, as Megan took to calling him one day. There's a few of us over there. It's a fun time. It's a good laugh. Where is Shuggy's sign? I'd show it, but I don't.
Hold on. I'm sending it over.
Stick it in the chat, and I'll bring it up.
Second in the Discord chat.
Right. Okay. Open that. Right. I've got a question though. What is all this rubber stuff? I wasn't there for that.
Okay, it goes back to the other show, and we could never understand Shuggy. So Jim and I would always go, rubber, fuck you, Jim.
I should have a content warning for this stuff.
Because that's all we could ever understand of him was the ending part.
Yes, he's fixing his hinges. He still hasn't fixed them. I mean, all he has to do is like paint over the hinges. No, I don't want to do that.
Straighten them. He needs to straighten them.
I nearly sugarfied myself then, and I thought, holy shit. I was one click away from just nuking myself. That could have taken some explaining.
Oh, there goes Raven. I knew it was coming.
Oh, fine. Okay, right. Hang on. Let me get the microphone back down here. Right. Where are we? All right. Moist, wet, juicy, and smelly.
Wet, juicy, smell.
Oh my god. Yep.
So this is what a Tuesday stream is like. Okay. All right.
In other words, just like every other night.
Yes. This is basically our voice chat, so isn't it? So,
yeah, pretty much.
Becca, I agree 100%.
Operation Damp Patch is in full swing.
Oh, I remember the damp rid from growing up, because growing up in Wisconsin, everything is moist and verdant, and basements were always like was it a 1, 2, or 3 dehumidifier basement that you had going all the time?
Yep.
And I remember the damp rid. Oh my gosh.
Ours is the area that I live in is everybody wants to know how many sump pumps you have. So you either have 1, 2, or 3. Yeah.
Yeah, we had dehumidifiers going, and the like built-in buckets would just fill up constantly, of course. So then we had the tubes running to the sump pump of the house then. Yeah, pretty much.
I have a feeling that Megan is going to fit in right. She's going to fit right in this community. Jesus Christ.
And yes, Cicero, our houses are squirting.
She knows now that I wasn't joking when I tell her that my side chat is just completely deranged, and they make comments like boobs and moist and all of these other things.
Yep, it's the side chat that's deranged. It's not Judy. It's the side chat.
It's totally the side chat.
Side chat, yes.
Thank you for that. Appreciate you.
All right, like I said before, if anybody wants to come up and just chill with us for the next half hour, then
Mrs. Pope just asked me, "Is that like a side chick?"
Yeah.
I mean,
side chat.
I mean, it could be. I mean,
Sidebar.
Hey, we got Lisa Alcazar in here. You know she's a defiler of side chats.
She is the main defiler. I mean, Lemon's bad, but Lisa.
Okay, Lisa, I dare you.
Side chat and then try to blame everybody else for it.
I dare you to name one that is not a degenerate.
Oh, see, Lisa's claiming that crown now. Defiler of side chat. She even puts in the proper uppercase letters there. She is claiming that title now.
It's terrible, absolutely terrible. I don't know where my side chat gets it from.
See, she can't. There aren't any. See, my point exactly.
Gia, no, you're not.
Completely
There's
normal.
absolutely nothing normal about you at all.
We did have a breaking. I don't know if you tuned in last night, but we did have a breaking story.
No, I didn't see it last night. Okay, come on, catch Mark up.
Okay. So Gia had a sex change and she became George. And George lived in the shed at Vatican West behind the smoker. And then would come in when my wife would leave, and I would give George the special sacrament. He was my special altar boy.
Oh my God.
And then Gia had a baboon uterus installed and became Gia again. And then had her daughter, who she dresses up like a dog, and that is Gia, and that is Zoe.
Oh my God.
And this is all true. This is all true. This is all true. This is all true. We're just trying to help our learned friend, because he struggles sometimes with backstories. So we're just trying to help my learned colleague.
I don't do context at all. I learned that from a certain person, that context isn't important. You don't actually have to pay any attention to context.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gia corrected me. She had the child as a man. And then so George had a child, and then after George had a child, changed back into Gia.
Okay.
But I'm the one with no morals. Remember that.
Who started this preposterous rumor anyway?
Our learned colleague had the basis of a rumor and claimed that Gia sounded like a 17-year-old boy because her voice is so deep.
Does he not realize?
Our learned colleague is convinced that Gia had a sex change, and so we're just trying to flesh out this story to help him make it more believable.
I mean, a lot of women, especially women as they age, their voice is lower. That's common fact. Oh, she doesn't. That's right.
She's 84. She's 84.
Colleague doesn't have any long-term relationships with women in his life at all. Apparently, not even a mother-grandmother kind of thing where he realizes these things.
Yeah.
Because I mean, my grandmother would sing soprano in the church choir as a young thing, and by the time she quit church choir, she was singing tenor line. That is normal. But of course, he wouldn't know that. Yeah, my voice is low too, and I mean, yeah, and I'm not 84.
No. Okay. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to that in a minute here. I'm sorry. No, Raven. The corgi you ate isn't Gia. The corgi you ate was Gia's daughter.
So Zoe.
Because the dog. See, Gia had a baboon uterus, and so the child born is clearly deformed, and so in order to hide her embarrassment, she dresses her up like a dog, Zoe, and claims it's a corgi.
I mean, that makes perfect sense to me.
Right. So what I'm getting from this whole thing, what I'm really taking in is there's something about a sex change and a corgi.
Well, two sex changes because she changed and then changed back.
Changed back.
Yes.
Right.
And then as a man, was living in the shed behind the smoker at Vatican West. It was my secret, my secret gay affair.
I
I
always had a
worry
feeling about you.
You know. Yeah. See?
I worry about some people, and I worry about the way information spreads on the internet. It's just honestly, you could look at the original post or original comment on the internet, and you still get it wrong because of all the Chinese whispers that follow it. It's just like, right, okay.
Megan, that sounds like a tragedy. I'm so sorry to hear that. And at Vatican West, we will light a prayer for healing candle for you.
Okay, so you know when all guys kind of cringe when they see someone nailed in the crotch with like a fastball or something?
Uh
I'm 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 kind of cringing right now myself. I am imagining the pain that
huh.
Megan that pain does not.
crossing your legs a little bit, going, oh.
Oh,
I'm fortunate
dang.
that I can't get it done, so I've got the wrong appendage for that.
I'm glad it's all healed, Megan. I'm still working through my pain. I'll be fine.
It's like guys who put one, through their penis, and you're
No,
just like, oh God, why would you do that?
no, Alan, that's
No.
never happening. Never, ever happening. In fact, I went through a whole bunch of my streams and basically just unlisted the whole lot earlier. So,
Alan Eyes, I think we need to do a new one
live.
because he won't let me see that one either. So I think we need to do a new one.
I showed Witch it once, but that was it.
You didn't sleep with them for a week. It was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
I'm glad it lives in your memory, Alan Eyes, because he won't show me proof of it.
Hey, Megan, what do you think? I reckon I need to introduce Lemon to Beer Day. Oof. I can't imagine.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
Yeah.
That would be that does seem like it would be a bloody mess.
Alan Eyes has a solid proposition, I would say.
Oh, what's that?
Send the honey thing stream to me.
Nope.
Raven is now on the hunt for it.
Nope. Yeah, you won't find that stream. That's private. There are two people who can view that stream, me and Witch, and she's not going to send it to you either.
I don't know.
I've already banned her. I made her swear to it. I'm going to swear on my life you will never show this to anybody.
The problem is, Mark, I hear a lot of confessions, and I have secrets I could threaten that I can get a lot of information. So you never know.
You've never heard my confession.
Alan Ice does have a good point. Alan Ice has a good point. I'm good to have on your side.
Hang on,
Just
why would I need Judy in future legal? I'm a lawyer. It's what I do.
Because she's an American, and you may need American representation.
Especially considering that my bar membership is completely and utterly fake. So therefore,
it's good in any state in the U.S.
I don't even have to go pro hack BJ. I just come up with my little certificate that I have on the wall, and I'm good.
Yep.
I have a certificate on the wall. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, Megan, trust me that there's a lot here that just if you think the other community is weird, this community is just Fucked up.
Isn't it great how we find each other?
Mhm.
We end up finding each other on the web. Isn't it wonderful?
Yep. Mark has the knowledge to plead the fifth, just not the ability.
Yeah, of course I do. I have a mute button. See? Didn't hear that, did you? Fucker.
And Lisa is correct. I do represent her dog Nico. And I won't say that charges will be filed soon, Lisa, but I will say I think you're a little behind on how many treats he's supposed to be getting on a daily basis, and I'll just leave it at that.
I don't think Megan is in there.
Well, you should send her to the super secret sex one.
Oh god, the soup. Yeah. Okay, Megan, right? This is the story, right? Somebody who decided they didn't like us very much. Decided that we were, myself and Witch, who's not here.
Who gets credit? Who's not here? The people who are here don't get credit. But anyway, go on.
We're in a super secret sex orgy Discord server. And that's the first time that she said that. But I was like, okay, I'm not in a super secret sex orgy Discord server. And I asked Witch, are you in one? And she's like, no. And I'm like, fuck it, shall we make one? So now I have my own super secret sex orgy Discord server, which, spoiler alert, there's actually no super secret sex orgies that go on in there, but I have the server anyway.
I was going to say, am I on the wrong channel or what?
Probably.
No.
I'm always blissfully ignorant of where the super sexy rooms are. It's fine. I'm okay.
Wait, hang on, are you even in there?
In your server?
Well, I know you're in my server, but are you actually in the super secret sex orgy one?
Wow,
see, this is what I'm saying. See, apparently not.
You need to correct that. But stay out of the Vatican after dark because Mark keeps defiling it.
Okay, so apparently Judy isn't in that one.
And yet my life goes on. It's good.
Yeah, link to my server. Where are we?
Blissfully unaware. Blissfully unaware of things.
Okay, so this is my normal Discord. This is not the super secret sex orgy Discord server because I don't put links to the super secret sex orgy Discord server into side chats because well, it's a super secret sex orgy.
It takes a lot of vetting, got to pass a background check, and we don't just invite anyone in.
Apparently, I don't even invite Judy.
Apparently not. It's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, we've been married for almost 30 years. My husband and I look at it and kind of go, "Oh, that's just so much work."
I saw a thing, something that said, things to do to spice up your relationship, right? And you plan a date night and go out to dinner. And I said, after 30 years of marriage, we just call that dinner. It's not to make a date. You just do it.
That's what he said.
You were waiting all night for that one, weren't you?
Yep.
You were just waiting.
My Discord isn't like Beardazo. It's a bit complicated. You got to wait 10 minutes, and then you can click on the roll thing. And I don't bloody know how it works. I set it up a couple of years ago, and I've forgotten already. Actually, no, I set it up longer than that.
Well, Cicero, you have a distinct disadvantage. We already have Becca as the dominatrix, so not sure we need more than one.
You're not in it? Wait, hang on. You're not in my Discord server, or you're not in the super secret sex orgy one? Because well, actually, I've got like 3 or 4 Discords at this point. 4 Discords actually. Yes, I've got mine. I got the super secret sex orgy Discord server. I actually own witches, and I got the one we set up for the true crime stuff that we never got around to doing because Mandy's a twat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the moment, that's just sat there doing absolutely nothing, and I might change it. Who knows? Think of something I can do with it.
Alan Eyes, what is your name changed to in the secret, in the triple SO?
Let me just give a.
We call him Calypso.
I'll give you a member role, and let's just give you that one as well, just so you can see everything. Right, there we go. Megan should now be able to access my
sister. Oh my gosh, sister, are you killing me? I have no idea what that means, though. No idea.
What?
Sister said that Becca is her scissor sister.
Yep.
Must be talking about arts and crafts, I'm sure of it.
Yes, it is arts and crafts. It's where 2 scissors, open up and come together.
I thought it was when you dismantled 2 pairs of scissors and you just like swap the scissor bits over from one to the other, so they were like a makeshift.
I'm sure it's
what are you, a serial killer? Jesus.
Well, yes.
It's
well,
paper
no,
crafting.
actually, no. I'm not a serial killer. You have to kill more than one person to be a serial killer. So,
well, okay. If you're going to dismantle the scissors and mix and match the parts, you need more than one, right? There you go. Yeah. You are a serial killer.
I mean, they could survive.
Bye, Gia.
I mean, technically. Get out, Matt. Get out, Gia.
Well, the FBI, they keep kind of changing it. It used to be 4. It used to be 4 people.
Wait, what? You've got to kill 4 people to be a serial
killer. 3. 3 or 4. Yeah. A series.
I mean,
now you know where the bar is set, Mark. And seeing as how you have no morals, go for it.
Yeah, but I also don't like prison.
Well, there is that.
I went to prison once, but not as a prisoner.
My dad worked for our state government, and as part of his job was to go and work with counties on their communication systems. And so I literally have been in every county jail in my state.
That's kind of funny.
When I was a kid in the 70s, the chief of police in this small town had Fozzie the Bear in a cop costume, and it said fuzz on it. And I used to giggle because I just knew he didn't know that was a bad word.
Fuzz.
Yeah, because in the 70s, that's what we used to call cops. Fuzz. There's the fuzz.
Oh yeah, we still call police that.
Yeah, I was just sure the chief. I was just sure though the chief of police didn't know what that meant.
How did the fuzz come around? Like I know
Copper. I don't
Copper
know.
had to do with having to put a copper or penny like in the phone box to call the police. In like when it started in Boston, New York kind of a thing.
Right.
So that's why they were called the coppers.
Right.
But how did the fuzz ever come about?
I don't know. It was the 70s. Yeah, they made up weird shit.
Probably drugs. I'm gonna guess drugs somehow.
I can't say anything because being British, we just make up random words. We can turn anything into an insult. It's great. Love it.
The English, though, do have some very good, like cockwomble is a wonderful word
I love cockwomble
and very descriptive of certain people.
and fuck nugget.
There's another good one.
Oh, somebody turned around to me one day, and I was like, "Oh, when are you going to do this thing for me, or whatever it was?" And they're like, "When pigs can fly." And I was like, "Well, they can. They've got helicopters these days." Long story short, they ended up doing that thing later that day.
Or you can give them Red Bull because Red Bull gives them wings.
No, that's been adjudicated. They can't say that anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
They can, however, because someone sued Red Bull because literally it didn't give them wings.
of course they did.
So now they say,
of course they did.
so now they say Red Bull gives you wings with like a bunch of eyes and everything.
Right.
And that's okay. You can't just say it gives you wings, but you can say wings.
Okay.
I mean, how did that lawsuit even work? I mean, it's a puff. It's
because there are certain law firms in America, I know this will come as a shock, that will take up the most absurd food related lawsuits because they're hoping they'll just get go away money.
It's not even that.
Or maybe
they want to get to a jury, right? Because there's a guy who wrote a book. It was called The Victimization of America, and it was all about these like frivolous lawsuits and how he got these kinds of things. And if you go to any of the box stores, right, and you look at a refrigerator, there's a sign in there that says "Don't pick this up." That came about because two guys in Wisconsin at a festival got drunk, entered a contest to carry a refrigerator. One of the guys hurt his back, sued the manufacturer because it didn't have a sign telling him not to carry it on his back, and won because he got to a jury.
No, this is why they tell people not to drink battery acid. Like Megan says, people are stupid.
Do you know why there is a sign on your lawnmower that says "Don't stick your fingers under it"?
Because somebody stuck their fingers in there.
Two guys. One guy comes over to another guy's house. I think this was in California. Guy comes over to the guy's house. He wants to go out and play golf. The one guy can't play golf because he has to trim the hedges. They come up with a brilliant idea to start the lawnmower, and each of them pick it up and run it across the top.
Oh my gosh. So, okay.
Because there wasn't a sign that says "Don't stick your hand underneath it."
Oh my god!
Because they cut off their fingers.
I think I'm looking at the suit that Megan's talking about. In 1969, and this is from the almighty source Wikipedia. In 1969, Arizonan lawyer Russell T. Tansey filed a suit against God on behalf of his secretary, Betty Penrose, seeking $100,000 in damages. Now, that's a lot in 69.
Right.
Penrose blamed God for his negligence in allowing a lightning bolt to strike her house. The lawsuit was filed in a California court under the argument that God owned property in Sonoma County, California, due to the Limelighter singer Lou Gottlieb transferring the deed of his Morning Star Ranch to God about a week before. The deed, however, was ruled invalid due to God not being able to take possession of the property, and hence Penrose's lawsuit was also ruled invalid.
Right.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot to unpack there.
It's America. Anybody can sue anybody for anything. Doesn't mean you'll win, but you can do it.
They would have to pay money to bring that lawsuit in the first place, and then they've got nobody to claim the expenses against. I mean, people literally
Right.
spend money to do this shit. Like,
Right.
how-
And
You can also
why would you do
and it's
that?
uncollectible. I mean, it would fail anyway because it's uncollectible.
sue Satan if you want. Satan has on numerous occasions. This is United States or Gerald Mayo versus Satan and his staff. Again, filed in 1971 because that was a crazy time. Before the U.S. District Court,
Isn't it?
Satan has. This is what Gerald Mayo's claim is. Satan has on numerous occasions caused plaintiff misery and unwarranted threats against the will of the plaintiff. That Satan has placed deliberate obstacles in his path and caused the plaintiff's downfall, and has therefore deprived him of his constitutional rights.
Okay.
He filed informa I'm not going to say it right, but informa pauperis, whatever.
Yeah.
He didn't have money to do it.
Right.
The court refused. He wanted all costs associated with it waived. The court refused to process it that way. The plaintiff had not included instructions for how the U.S. Marshal Service could serve process on Satan. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta run, but just for Lemon Tart's benefit, what did the dog say when the lawnmower ran over his tail? Won't be long now. See ya. Come over to Jim's.
That's terrible.
We'll see you in Jim soon.
Actually, I need to get a link for Jim's.
Lemon, you cut your pinky tendon with a butter knife. Darling, don't do that.
Right, okay, which
We should all head over to Jim's now. That's what we should do.
right, I think this is the right stream. I don't know because he's scheduled like 5 million of the bloody things at the same time.
Bazillion of them.
Right, okay. There we go. We can actually do a sarcastic law student raid.
Yay!
There's a link for the raiders. Tell him I sent you. Tell him he's an ass. Tell Phil to suck it, and all of that good stuff.
We'll see you over there.
Oh, but before we go, apparently somebody's got a message for Coded. I don't know what the hell that is all about, but all right. Well, thanks for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Some more literally than others. We shall. I'll set up some stream at some point in the near future, and we'll have a proper stream. But anyway, we shall catch you all later. Have a good one. Take care.
Take care, guys. Thanks.